Hello gamers, Suro here and welcome back to the channel. Now with the Sunken Sea update, I noticed we had so many new items that revolved around movement speed, so I wanted to share with you my movement speed build. That way you are prepared to zoom around the map if you're just not quite at the point where you can get a lot of these teleporters, or if you just want to move around really fast into your base. Now I'm sure you can tell I am moving very quickly right now. And that is all thanks to this build. So before we jump into the guide, if you guys would kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, I would so appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into the build. This is the layout of it. You're going to see we're at, where is it? 168% movement speed. But we're actually going to be able to increase that to about 222% movement speed. And I'll show you how. So the setup you're looking for is the Radical Rabbit Ears. Any of the like summertime items like the towel, the bikini top, the board shorts, any of the colors, or the bikini bottoms, they all do the same amount of movement speed, and that is 7% for the top and 6% movement speed for the bottom. So if we go over to my chest right here, you can see the green bikini top is 7% movement speed, the towel that I'm wearing 7, we got the green shorts 6, and the blue shorts is 6. And also the green bikini bottom is also 6% movement speed. So make sure you guys reinforce this. So go over to your salvage and repair bench, hit this little golden button, and then boom, reinforce it. It'll give you an extra like almost 1% on each of those items. So that's what you're looking for. The Radical Rabbit Ears was actually an event exclusive item. So if you haven't gotten those before, I highly recommend it. Get yourself one of these large golden eggs. You can't obtain them in the game anymore, but you can definitely trade for some. So just hit up the official Discord or jump in my Discord. Snag yourself a couple large golden eggs, defeat the new variant of Azios the Sky Titan, and you'll be guaranteed to get these Radical Rabbit Ears. They are definitely the cutest item in the game, and they're pretty dang good. We got 23 max health, 3.8 movement speed, and 6% dodge chance, so make sure you grab those. That is the armor we're looking at. And then over here, we have our polished swift rings. It's going to give us a 7.1% movement speed. If you have 2 of them, it's a little over 14. Just go to the old jewelry crafting bench right here, and you can craft the swift ring, which is 6.9. Or if you have the perk, which I think is under the crafting tree. Yeah, jewelry crafter. It's a 50% chance to gain a polished version, and that'll increase it for you. So armor, rings, and now the polished octary necklace. It is 7.6 melee and range attack speed, but we get that 5.5 movement speed, so it's really nice. And that is crafted over at the proficient jewelry crafting table, and it's right here, octary necklace. You get the polished version the same way as the last. So that is the armor setup we have right there. Next, we're going to go with the Azios Dash Feather. If you defeat Azios the Sky Titan, chances are he's going to drop this item for you. Now, we previously did not have this item until the Sunken Sea update. We were relying on this Swift Feather, which lets you dash forward at 200% movement speed using the space button, but this also gives you a base 4.6 movement speed. So I can zoom around and I can dash, and it just moves a whole lot faster. So if you're really trying to get across the map, you can use this. And then lastly, we're using the Morpha's Bubble Bag. This you get from the new blue slime boss, Morpha. And for me, he was way up here. So way past the new boss arena. He's a little mini boss. And he was over here on this island with all this blue slime. Defeat him and it's guaranteed to drop for you there. So this is the build we're using. We're going to go over to the skill tree. And there's really not a lot to buff our skills. We can use under the running tree. You would think there'd be a lot more for movement speed, but there's really not. So we want to put points in here, but really the only thing that we want to get is this gotta go fast, because when you max it out, it gives us a 10% movement speed. And then obviously go ahead and put the rest of your points in. Once you have your movement speed maxed out, the actual overall tree will give you 10% movement speed. And then the gotta go fast will give you another 10% movement speed after running consistently for a short duration. So that's 20% right there. Now that we have our armor and everything set up, we have our skills set up. The only other thing that can affect our speed is food. So if you're not very far in the game, you can just use some bomb peppers and then any item. You could just even just use some of these heart berries here, and it'll make a hearty pepper wrap, which will give you a 21% movement speed for 1 minute, which is totally fine. That's pretty great. But if you have like blow oat seeds and the spirit veil fish, let me go grab some, and you get some of this spirit veil fish, it actually will cook up this rare spiritual oat cereal, which gives you a ton of food, gives you a lot of health, and it gives you 45.2% movement speed. And if you get one of the epic variants to drop for you, it actually gives you 54.3 movement speed. To get the epic versions of the food, you're going to have to go to your cooking tree, which is right here. And then it is right here, the Master Chef, the last one, 25% chance for additional food gained from cooking to be rare. So that'll just buff the stats. And if I eat one of those epic foods, it's going to boost my movement speed up to 222.6% movement speed. Now, just to show you how fast this is, I'm going to show you, I'm going to run from here to the wall really quickly. As you see, I can really zoom by. And then on my way back, I'm going to be using the feather dash, and it really lets me scoot across the screen really dang fast. So we cleared that in just a few seconds. Now let's compare it with the minecart. So we're going to go ahead and have a little race in 3, 2, 1. And this is without the feather. And as you can see, I am going quite a bit faster than the minecart is right now. And if I use my feather, I would definitely be already done by now. So that is really epic. I love this build. It's obviously not great for like doing a lot of damage or anything like that, boss fights, nothing like that. It would be cool. I mean, you could dodge them and still attack with some of your powerful weapons, but it's mainly just to get across the map a lot. It's good for going out there and harvesting a lot of ores, or if you need to go mine out some stuff and explore some new areas, this is definitely the build to use. So anyways, that's it for the video. I will definitely be putting out more guides on builds and stuff like that in the future, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.